Hey guys, it's David and Toby here with another Spotlight, this time looking at the multiplayer online battle arena game Smite, where mythical gods are pitted against each other in teams of 5 in a number of different scenarios. Think League of Legends meets mythology and you're almost there. We've been playing this a lot over the past year and it's just had a big map update, so we thought that now would be a great time to tell you all about it, and give you some tips if you play or are interested in playing. First off, let's take a look at the fundamentals in game modes.
There are 4 primary game modes in Smite, and these are Joust, Arena, Assault and Conquest. A 5th additional game mode is Siege. All of these are variants which can be accessed through Match of the Day. In this video we'll be exploring the 4 basic game modes. First up, let's look at Joust in more detail.
Joust is a 3 versus 3 match with a map that has a single pathway or lane which leads to the enemy's Titan. As with all the arenas in Smite, the map is symmetrical, so there's no terrain advantage to either team. The objective of each team is to destroy the opposing 3's Titan after destroying the first lane tower and neutralising the Phoenix. The tower and Phoenix are both strong points of defence and often require 2 or 3 of the enemy gods to be dead or rendered ineffective in battle before being destroyed. When destroyed, the Phoenix will respawn to a low health and then regenerate over time, so if the defending gods manage to protect their Titan for 4 minutes, the Phoenix will respawn for some extra defence. As with almost every game mode in Smite, there are buffs. The Joust map has 6 buffs to the left and the right of the central lane, containing 3 pairs of attack speed, damage and mana buffs. These can seriously turn the tide of a fight if your team has killed the 3 mobs and picked up a buff. It might be just the edge you need. Joust matches can last anywhere between 10 and 40 minutes or more, but on average they'll end around the 20-minute mark.
The next game mode we've got for you is Arena. It makes Joust look like a complicated chess and quantum physics mashup because Arena's charm is the all-out brawls which take place. 2 teams of 5 gods face each other off in an oval arena. The 6 buff camps we talked about make an appearance once again on either side of the battlefield. The objective is to deduct 400 tickets from your enemies in order to win. This can be done in multiple ways. 2 bases at each end, one belonging to each team, have entrances protected by 2 towers. In the front centre of the base there is a portal. Each team must push their minions into the enemy's team portal. A wave of minions is worth 7 tickets, so a wave of your minions sent into the enemy portal will deduct 7 tickets from their pool. Similarly, each time your team gets a last hit on an enemy minion, a ticket is deducted, making an enemy wave a potential 7 ticket gain as well. On top of this, enemy player kills are worth 5 points. After killing 10 enemy players, a minion tower will spawn from your base, and if it reaches the enemy portal and passes through without first being destroyed by the enemy team, it will deduct 15 tickets from your opposing team. That's pretty much the fundamentals of Arena. Team fights are frequent and frenzied, and it's a battle to keep minion advantage at the same time, making for a lot of fun.
Onwards to Assault. This is, in our opinion, a strange yet tactically challenging game mode. 5 players versus 5 players, a single line of attack, 2 towers and a Phoenix to neutralise before killing the Titan to win. However, before the game starts, gods are assigned randomly and can only be re-rolled at in-game currency expense. They can be swapped teammate to teammate, but that's all the wiggle room you get. Once the game begins, there's no returning to the base for health or to buy items, which we'll talk about later. When you die and respawn at base, you'll be able to purchase the items then, but that's the only opportunity. With no buff camps, it's a straight 5v5 tower invade frenzy. It's a game of sustain out in the assault field.
Conquest is the most competitive game mode in Smite. 5 versus 5, 3 lanes, extensive jungle between each lane, 2 tiers of towers, 6 in total, 3 Fianai and a Titan per team. The objective is exactly the same as in Joust, however the map requires a particular team composition or team comp in order to succeed. One outside lane has close together towers, the other has them further apart, and the middle is equally distanced. Generally there'll be 1 person in the close tower lane, 2 working as a team in the further distance outside lane, 1 player in the middle, and 1 roaming the jungle area and assisting where needed. Game changers include the Gold Fury buff camp, which rewards 300 gold when killed, and the Fire Giant, which affords the killing team a massive damage buff which lasts 4 minutes, or until death. Matches usually last around 40 minutes but can drag on for much longer depending on the skill of the teams. We'll talk more about standard team comps for Conquest and how to get a foothold in this extremely competitive game mode in another video.
That's all for this video on Smite's game modes. Subscribe to check out our follow-up videos on Smite's many other aspects, gods, items, builds and more. Take care, bye bye.